C'è di Jasmine, Mendera, no? Payment lotus, the blue lotus upal ladua, there's a so there etc. There are many different kinds of flowers. Chama pele you will so you don't think chama you do with this one and tell says Saduna so Hajan and tell you is excuse me. I envelop them in heavy clouds of incense. So you don't think chama you do with this one. Delightful to the mind, celestial flowers. It's done, right? I involve them in the heady clouds of incense, rich, pervading, and aromatic. I make them an offering of foods, soft and hard, and many kinds of drink. That is 16, number 16. Also I send forth clouds of incense whose sweet aroma steals away the mind, as well as celestial deliciousies, including a variety of foods and drinks. Okay, then I offer bejeweled lamps, where is it? Arrayed in rows on golden lotuses, and on the mosaic floors sprinkled, how do you pronounce? Sprinkled with perfume, I strew lovely drapes of flowers. I offer them jeweled lamps arranged on golden lotus buds upon land sprinkled with scented water. I scatter delicate flower petals. Santideva, say pema santo ngarwai, rijedo manamya, demanamya uwis, Santideva, we chubaten, they know you simatama is. On the floor, they in India in ancient time with incense and they plaster the flower with incense and sometimes with cow dung, and then they scatter those flower petals. So that is an Indian way of inviting important guests. So that is how we do. So in your culture, how do you invite your guests in ancient time or in modern time? You can imagine that too. That is not, it is not rigid. So to those formed of goodwill, I also offer those shining clouds that are celestial places ornamented at the entrance in the four directions, splendid with pendulous robes of pearls and precious stones, entrancing with songs and poems of praise. In the same way, it's a number 18. Where is number 18 here? To those who have the nature of compassion, I offer places resounding with the melodious hymns, exquisitely illuminated by hanging pearls and gems that adorn the infinities of space. tuze rashije la uwa is rije dubse si diwa kuigi nama yo ibleta na duba dewaya tadu toan na no is offering of umbrella. Eternally shall I offer to all the Buddhas jeweled umbrellas with golden handles and exquisite ornaments and embellished to the rims, standing erect and their shapes beautiful to behold. That is number 18. Number 19. Now for the great sages, I set up splendid, bejeweled umbrellas encrusted with pearls, fully raised on beautifully formed shafts of gold. Here hereafter may heady clouds of worship arise and clouds of instrumental music thrilling every being. That is 20. In addition, may I mass of offerings resounding with the sweet and pleasing music like clouds that appease the misery of all, each remaining for as long as necessary. Other than those offerings, then you offer the music and the songs which will when there's dust, the rain comes, the dust, what happens to the dust? Huh? Washed away. Washed away, yes, but still something like that. Anyway, okay, now 21, right? May flowers and jewels and other offerings rain down incessantly upon the, what is this? Satya? What is Satya? Images and all the jewels which make up the true Dharma. 20, right? In addition, may offerings, no, 21. And may a continuous rain of flowers and precious gems descend upon the reliquaries and the statues and upon all the jewels of Dharma. So all the Dhammas, Chidanandas, all the all the stupas, and the kusulas, all the Buddhas, statues, okay, the flower of gems, the rain, the flower of gems, and that should also come continuously, without a break. That is what it says. And then 21, right? 22. Just as Manju Gosha and the other following him have worshipped the conquerors, so I too worship the Tathagatas who are protectors and their sons. As in the same way, Manju Gosha and others have made offerings to the conquerors, similarly do I bestow gifts upon the Tathagatas, the protectors, their children, and all. As Manjushri offered to the conquerors. I also make these offerings to the Tathagatas and the Lords and the Son of them. No. 23rd, right? I praise the ocean of virtue with hymns that are a sea of notes and harmonies. Let clouds of chanted praise arise no differently among them. 22. In the same way, Majukosha, I glorify the ocean of excellency with the limitless verses of harmonious praise. May these clouds of gentle eulogy? Eulogy. What does it mean? Praise, okay. Constantly ascend to their presence. So that you understand, right? Four. With as many prostrations as there are atoms in all the Buddha fields, I throw myself down before the Buddhas of all three times, before the Dhamma and before the highest assembly, that is Sangha. So now is unsurpassed offering, when you were making praise to the Buddhas, then you must imagine that you emanate your body equal to the atoms of Buddha field, or these the rivers, sand of the rivers of Ganga. Or if you can think, you can emanate your body filled with the world is filled with your body. So each body has a sound, throat sound. So when you praise them, all the billions of bodies, they all together they praise them. And then when you prostrate those billions of your emanation in your imagination, that prostrate to Buddhas and Bodhisattva at the same time. So that becomes one praise becomes countless praise. One prostration becomes countless prostration, right? So that is unsurpassed offering or unsurpassed paying respect. So where are we? The number 20. Likewise, I possess all the reliquaries to those to the basis of awakening mind. with bodies as numerous as all the atoms within the universe, I prostrate to all the Buddhas of the 3 times the Dharma and the Supreme Community. So that you understand, right? So you can emanate, you can think that you emanate your body equal to the atoms within the universe. That means countless. You cannot count the atoms. And so you prostrate to Buddhas. Buddha also not only one Buddha, so 3 times Buddha. That is also countless Buddha. So you make one prostration, that means billions of prostration you make, and to the Buddha, that too, not only to one Buddha, the billions of Buddha, right? So that makes a huge amount of merit, even one prostration, right? So likewise, I prostrate to all the reliquaries, to the basis of awakening mind, to all learned abbots and masters, and to all the noble practitioners. Okay, then Chanzo Sim Dishinam the Chidan Cambotishin Novena, Tishu Charlotte. Cambotishin Novena, the 25, I worship all Chaitiyas. Chaitiyas. What is Chaitiyas? There must be Sanskrit. Right? Abbots, maybe, no?
Container for relics.
Container for relics. Huh?
In Sanskrit is.
Then you can collect merit. So it is very important to respect our parents. And then your teachers, and then others, and then so related to all these objects, whatever bad actions you might have collected, so you would like to confess in front of the Lords. So that is Santideva of Lashas. This is now we are 31st, right? 32. How can I sleep? How can I escape it? Right? How can I escape it? I'm continually in a state of alarm. All leaders, let death not come too soon to me before my mass of evil is destroyed. That means the one was on what she did get her new 32. So, but I may well perish before all my transgressions have been purified. So please protect me in such a way as well as will sweetly and surely free me from them. So before I purify myself, I should not die, because if I die before purifying myself, then I will suffer in the future. So, so please help me as soon as possible to be able to destroy all the bad actions that I have accumulated in the past. This death pays no head no heed to what is done or undone, a killer of security not to be trusted by those sick or well, a shattering thunderbolt from nowhere, Leaving all, I must depart alone. No? The untrustworthy Lord of Death waits not for things to be done or undone. Whether I am sick or healthy, this fleeting lifespan is unstable. So that is you cannot trust that you live this much long or so. So it is not stable, So it will not wait for you that you haven't finished your tasks. So you can live another more 4 years, 1 year, 2 years. So it is not like that. It is even you are sick or not sick, it doesn't matter. When it has to come, it will come. So this is you cannot trust for your lifespan. So then he is talking about impermanency. He is talking about the death, because we have to be able to purify ourselves before we die. Otherwise, next life there is no guarantee that you will continue purification in your next life. There is no guarantee. So unless you could do it this life, when we know how to do it, and we have the opportunity to do it. When we have the opportunity to do it, we must do it. Otherwise, we have no guarantee. There is no guarantee for us. So therefore, he is talking about the impermanency, and he's talking about death. So it is not to scare you, but it is not to scare you that you don't know when you are going to die. No, but it is a reality that he is trying to let us know, and so before it gets too late, we must get done our task. So therefore he was mentioning this. Where is it? 34. Okay. This death pays no head, no la. Killer of security. No, 34 we have done. Killer of security not to be trusted by those single. No. I did evil in many ways on account of friends and enemies. This I did not understand. I must abandon all and go. Just like a dream, Baruch. Even all I must depart alone, yet through not having understood this, I committed various kinds of wrongdoings for the sake of my friends and foes. Right? 34. 34, right. So he says, I didn't know that I have to go. Everything that I have now, I have to lead them. One day I have to lead them. No matter how much you have, how much money you have, how much relatives, friends, and people, whatever, pens, how much you have at this moment. One day you have to leave all of them. I didn't know that. So I did various actions for friends or enemies. So through that I have committed different kinds of non-virtuous actions. So that is my mistake, because Mizananda meditations, the enemies also will be no more there one day. One day the enemies will be disappear by themselves. One day the friends also disappear by themselves. One day I myself will be disappeared. Therefore, then similarly, everything will be disappeared. So, though I did evil in many ways on account of friends and enemies, this I did not understand, must have been all. Those I loathe will die, those I love will die, I too will die, and all will die. All will die, right? Just like a dream experience, my force will become nothing, my friends will become nothing, I too will become nothing. It's not like nothing. Likewise, all will become nothing. No. This is a funny translation, right? That is 35?
Yeah. But no, there's already a discrepancy.
Huh?
This is 36 and this is 35. So there is a difference already.
Okay. So I get confused, Yeah. So, I become nothing, you become nothing, no lie. Not like that. Now one day I will be no more there, one day you will be no more there, it's like that, So now there are 36, but here is just like them are, 37, everything experience fades to memory. Everything is like an image in a dream. It is gone and it is not seen again. It is not seen again. Just like a dream experience, whatever things I enjoy will become a memory. Whatever has passed will not be seen again. So, as we dream, when we were asleep, so we dream. So when we are awake, then it is everything is gone. So it is all merely in the memory. So similarly, what you have done all merely in the memory. There is nothing what you have enjoyed. That is in the past. What you have enjoyed, that is also only a memory at this time, right? So all the past will not be seen again. Even within this brief life, many friends and foes have passed, but whatever unbearable wrongdoing I committed for them remains ahead of me. Ahead of me. Oh, now I must stop here, right? 38. 38. Even in this life, as I have stood by, many loved and lost have gone, but the evil occasioned by them remains scarcely before me. So, lifetime here, many of my friends are gone, many of my enemies are gone, but whatever bad actions I committed for them, either friends or enemies, that will never be destroyed. They will remain with me. That is, they will remain with me. So therefore, we have to destroy them. We have to make them die. Otherwise, they will not die. So it's 9:30. You please remember the numbers. Sumati, numbers, remember? Okay, because my memory is not so good. All of you remember, of course, but many of them, they haven't got the books. You have the books. Okay, we stop here because it's already 9:30. I thought we will have some time to discuss questions, answers. If you have any questions, answers. Mostly you don't have questions, right? So I don't. Today also I don't. I assume no questions. Okay? You have a question? Okay, quickly.
Let's say if you have friends or family members that are not practicing Buddhism, but you want to help to purify them, purify for them. How do you do it? Because just now when you talk about purification, you can do Bodhisattva. That's for our own self.
Purification?
Yeah, for families or friends.
You will never waste a karma that you have committed already. You understand? Yeah. So in that philosophy, it has to be. It has to be in that way. Otherwise, I purify you, you purify me. That is not possible. If it is possible, the Buddhas have been there forever. So Buddhas, why don't they purify our bad actions? They must purify our bad actions because Buddhas are dedicated for all sentient beings. They are always for us. They have nothing to do for themselves because they don't get hungry, they don't get cold, they never get sick, there's nothing that they need. So they are there 24 hours, 24/7. They are 24/7 for us. So if they can do, they will do everything they can do for us. So they should have purified us. It is against the karmic system, So normally no. But sometimes there's some kind of little bit exceptions they could be because we do pujas, we get done pujas by the monks for our beloved departed ones, parents, friends, whatever, So if they don't get that benefit, then why we should do it? They are departed, they are gone. They have to follow their karma. You cannot transfer your karma for them, So now why we are doing so? Praying 49 days, 7 weeks, we do puja. Why? So there is a reason, of course, why we do that. Because it is very unlikely that if I offer something to Buddha, someone in South Africa who died, because we are not related. So there is no connection. But within our family, there is some connection. Some karmic connection is also there. On top of that we your money, your possessions, there are also some kind of he or she who has already departed. Their share is also there, one way or the other. because they don't have to be your business partner, but because friends, enemies, who's your relatives, so somehow their contribution is there, directly or indirectly. So their share is there. So we make offerings from that money that can benefit them in some amount, not fully, but some amount. So with that hope, we will do this. Does it make sense to you? Otherwise, we will discuss when is next time.
Saturday.
Otherwise, we can. If you are not convinced, we must discuss. Otherwise, you never understand. You have to be convinced. If you are not convinced, if I cannot make you convinced, you should try to read books or study more, and or maybe you know some other teachers, you discuss. So till you get convinced, you must try. Otherwise, you will never understand. Okay? So no more questions. So now.